Hey guys, welcome there to New Ones. I'm Ian, and we're back with more Obi Wan Kenobi. And last episode, Obi Wan found out that Anakin's still alive. So he's got to be going through a lot. Again, I'm not so sure if he's like more scared than anything. Like I'm assuming, like scared, regret, and maybe a little bit of relief that he didn't kill like his brother, basically. Somebody considered his brother at the time. And I've recently found out that the Grand Inquisitor is somebody in Rebels, so, and I know this is set before Rebels, so I'm assuming he's not actually dead, the Grand Inquisitor guy, because and this has been brought up a lot too. Darth Maul is cut in half, and unfortunately, no, he's alive. I say unfortunately because it would have been really cool to find out watching. Was it Clone Wars he shows up in the first? So, but whatever, it's fine. There's certain things that you just can't avoid being spoiled. And it's not, my fault that I haven't seen the show in so long. Considering how long it's been out. But anyway, they're on the cargo, but what's her face, Reba, whichever way you pronounce it, she probed the dude's mind, and he told him where it was going to be going, I think. So, or he at least knew where the coordinates would take it. So she would have the coordinates, and she would, at the very least, she would know the place that it's going. So I don't know if they're gonna go with that. But if that's the case, they still got some obstacles ahead of them. Obviously, again, Anakin, Darth Vader, Obi Wan are gonna have a meetup. They're gonna have to have a rematch in this series. So, and it's only 6 episodes, so maybe the first one will be this episode. Who knows?
Obi Wan.
Oh God. Oh.
Don't make me kill you. I do not fear the dark side. I see through the lies of the Jedi.
Help me, Master Qui-Gon. Give me strength.
Anakin Skywalker is alive.
Oh.
He's been looking for you for a long time.
He's coming, Master.
Where is he?
We have probes out. We're tracking all possible exits. He will pay for the Grand Inquisitor's
The Grand Inquisitor means nothing.
How does it work? The Force. What does it feel like?
Have you ever been afraid of the dark? How does it feel when you turn on the light?
I feel safe.
Yes, it feels like that.
Aww.
Lola!
Oh, he's seeing things, Anakin. Oh. I was wondering how Hayden was gonna be in there without the makeup, if he was gonna be in it the whole time, but.
Hi, I'm Luma. This is my friend, my father. This is my father, Orden. We're farmers from Tal.
Hey there, I'm Freck.
Whoa,
Aren't you going to say hello?
that's weird.
Come on, Father. We've walked long enough. Thanks, Rex.
My pleasure. Hop in.
He looks friendly enough. Hopefully. It's hard to read the
I'll get you the port.
expression on him. Oh! Well, when they're taken over, they kind of have to. This doesn't mean he supports them, necessarily, or he's fond of them,
Well, hop in. Meet my new friends. Thanks, Freck.
Okay, well, he maybe supports them a little.
You
have any information about a Jedi?
I would know one if I saw one.
You haven't heard anything.
Nothing. Are you sure he's even on this planet?
They know what they're doing, Leia.
Oh!
You called her Leia.
That was her mother's name. I get confused. Like I said, it's not been easy. Sometimes when I look at Luma, I see her mother's face.
Oh, man. Ooh,
We all miss her very much.
Are you my real father?
No.
I wished I could say I was. But no, I'm not.
Close to him.
Sometimes I try to imagine what he was like.
I still have glimpses. Flashes, really. My mother's shawl. My father's hands. I remember a baby.
A baby?
Yes, I think I had a brother. I really don't remember him. I wished I did.
Who are they?
A couple of strays I found. Thought you might want to check them out.
All right. Thanks, Frank.
Bruh. We could trust you. Well, not really, but I mean, I was hoping. I would have liked to. He seemed like a cool character. I was really hoping something would happen at this. Although, god dang, he's awesome right now. Sorry, buddy. Oh! Oh! Jesus! Oh. Well. That's gonna... Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Put your head down.
Recognize that actress? Is she our inside? Looks like it.
Come on.
I wear it on the other side. It gives me a faster draw.
Can you teach me how to shoot?
Leia. Come and get ready.
She'll make a good fighter one day.
Yes, I think you might be right.
Ben? What is it? Ben.
He's not there, is he? Oh god! Oh Jesus!
You cannot run.
Oh! least not, you know, too hard to see him in the dark. God.
What have you become?
I am what you made me.
God, this is so stressful. Jesus! Oh God, Obi Wan. He's just one-handing this thing. Ah, crap. I know he's not gonna die, but Jesus.
Now you will suffer, Obi Wan. Your pain has just begun.
Now we're gonna get that lightsaber back.
Don't be afraid. Come closer.
Are you the one I'm supposed to meet?
Unfortunately, they couldn't make it, but I'll take you from here.
Don't you? How did she get to the other side? I mean, she probably went from the outside and just tracked it. Dang it. Just save Leia now. We gotta go save her again, because stupid Reba is dumb. I mean, she's unfortunately not dumb, which is why she caught Leia. Well, assumedly, I mean, unless Leia somehow outruns her as well. Because I don't know what it is, but Leia has like a force field that keeps adults from catching up to her. So maybe that's going to be her saving grace here as well. But, oh boy. I didn't think that it would go well, the fight between Darth Vader and Obi Wan, but didn't expect it to go that route. It literally just burned him, which, you know, makes sense. I mean, that's, you know, eye for an eye kind of thing, except, you know, obviously he didn't do it as bad, but, you know, he was touched by lava, so, you know, that's a bit different. It just kind of roasted him up. So, but man, he definitely did a number on him. Did they grab his lightsaber, at least? I hope. I mean, he's gonna need that. I don't know. I mean, he still has it on him. The same. Pretty sure it's the same design in episode 4. I mean, again, they could just retrieve it. It didn't look like that Vader stayed to retrieve the saber. The stormtroopers could have done it for him, but I mean, I don't know. I'm wondering why he didn't just kind of like, you know, force grab and pull them towards him, or just choke her out, snap her neck, you know, like he did that poor kid. Man, this was a stressful, heavy, packed episode. This is gonna be a pain in the butt to edit. The last couple haven't been. The second one, depending on how this video goes, this might go before the second one because I have uploaded the second one, but it got blocked. Waiting for it to get unblocked would be disputed, but chances are it won't, so I'm just going to have to re-edit it a little bit, so hopefully that'll go up somewhat soon. Okay, man, so not only have we seen Obi Wan, like, his kind of spirit crumpled, we see he's also, how much he's lost faith in trusting people. Because one, he has to be careful with who he trusted, earlier on, so that he wouldn't be outed. And now it's to the point where he's just so closed off that he just doesn't trust anyone. He's paranoid for good reason. But it's sad to see him, in this state. And man, yeah, he hasn't practiced his saber in 10 years, so at least, or around about 10. Like, there might have been some stuff in between, but he hasn't had any kind of practice. I'm assuming he's been the way that they showed him living. It doesn't seem like he's used it in a long time because he buried it. So I don't know when he would have buried it. I don't know if it was in the beginning or later on where he's like, it's better off if I bury this and not caught looking at it. Well, again, like he was even so bad where he kind of like snapped a couple times. Leia, like one of them saying people aren't all good or the one where no one's coming, which they did, and unfortunately they just kind of jumped the gun, or he kind of jumped the gun. Well, Leia did too. She didn't. But she probably wouldn't have been able to fight him too much on it. But she was the one that kind of like pushed them forward to the other guy, who unfortunately that didn't work out for us. At least Obi-Wan didn't kill him. He was unarmed, so I think anyway. Dude, that one stormtrooper though just fell down. I'm thinking he was already dead, but if not, that sucked. Just severed. Man, people, this is Star Wars universe and severing people. Either their hands or they're cut in half. Have I seen, at least not in movies, I don't think I've seen anyone beheaded. I'm trying to think. Have they done that? 1, 2, 3. They might have. Maybe in episode 3, Anakin probably did it. But what you do? Freaking Dooku. Jesus. I completely forgot about that. My bad. So yeah, dismembering. It's a lightsaber that cuts through people very easily. So what else is gonna? You can stab people, but it's a lot more of the fighting styles that I've noticed have been more of the slashing variety. They don't do the thrusts too often. But that's my limited knowledge again, so I could be very wrong with that. I know, I think Dooku was more the fencing kind. I think. Or was it Qui-Gon? One of those two. Maybe both. But, yeah, that was, something. Little, well, I won't say happier, but I'm just gonna go into the beginning real quick. Is we, obviously after finding out that Anakin was still alive, he's trying to meditate and trying to reach out to Qui-Gon, trying to get some wisdom, trying to get some peace of mind, some help. He's like he couldn't do it. Like he's a couple things. Like one, he just hasn't been able to reach out to him. I don't know if he has ever. I think there was a one time he did that they've mentioned. Not in this show. I'm trying to. Regardless, sorry. Right now he's pretty relatively not closed off from the Force. I don't know if he's used it too much or like how different it is from like meditating in the Force and then using it to manipulate. But he can't reach out to him, and also the conflicting emotions and memories and everything just kind of dogging on him right now. And that suit-up sequence, you got a real clear look at Anakin's face, and also it was really interesting seeing, I think it was Hayden without the Mega B. I don't think they'd like transposed him or like put an older image of him on that. I'm pretty sure it was gonna be that was Hayden in his old outfit, before he got burned. That kind of Obi-Wan kind of just seeing things. Now that he knows that he's alive, he's kind of like, you know, a bit traumatized, a bit shaken, and just very unsure of himself, more so than before. Yeah, no, that's definitely not. That's definitely just him. That's definitely just Hayden. And he's a little further away, so I don't see the bit of aging. He's not really aged too like badly. It's just, you know, you can definitely tell the difference in the age from episode 3 and now. But yeah, that was kind of. I'm glad they got to do that a bit. Like, because I was wondering, like, it kind of sucks. I mean, Hayden's still, you know, he's still in the role of Darth Vader, which is awesome. I'm pretty sure that's him in the suit. But like, having to, you know, not really showing yourself at this point. You have the makeup on, which heavily obscures, you know, obscures your face, hides it pretty well. And then you got the Vader suit on, which is completely covered, no face showing at all. So I'm wondering how often we're gonna have like him seeing Anakin as, you know, just Anakin. That'll be interesting if they do that more. And Obi-Wan he's gonna have to get some, like, shake off some of that rust, that dust, you know. It's like in episode 4 he held off a little bit, a lot better than here. Like, he was being overpowered terribly to the point where he was on the ground, like, barely defending himself, and Anakin or Darth Vader was just, you know, one-handed going at him with, while Obi-Wan was, you know, still having to wield the sword with the saber with both his hands. And I know this is 10 years later, so Anakin is more powerful than when they last met each other. So it's like one has gotten more powerful, and the other one just hasn't been using their abilities at all. So they've regressed a bit. So it was not pretty. So they're you know, Reva's showing that she's wanting the Grand Inquisitor's position. I'm wondering if it's that straightforward. I feel like it's not. Something about it seems different. Or I don't know, like she always has some kind of different plan. I'm just not sure what it would be. I don't think she's trying to take maybe she's trying to take Anakin's position. That's her plan. Obviously, it's not going to work out if that's the case, but she is, you know, saying that she would be his right hand. So maybe then she's going to take him out, and that she'll be the next Sith Lord in Sidious's apprentice after that. Lord Sidious. It was sweet that Obi-Wan fixed Lola for Leia, though. Leia should, I mean, Lola, maybe he or she, I don't know what she's qualifying at. Maybe it's just Lola. I'm going to say Lola. Maybe Lola can somehow help Leia escape Reba, whatever. Maybe. I mean, probably not, but that'd be cool. That'd be great. I mean, Obi-Wan fixed it, and then all of a sudden, boop! This is your saving grace. I don't know. Again, it could just be the fact that she outruns her, but it's like a straight tunnel. There's no like, you know, there's no other things for her to navigate through. So, don't know how she'll be getting away. She'd get away. I can only see that she's gonna get caught again. I'm sorry. I probably missed the name of this planet. But I know it's a mining system. Does anybody know? Again, my knowledge is very limited. So if they said it, I'm really sorry that I missed it. Sometimes planet names just kind of like go over my head, even if I'm watching. And I know they mentioned I can't remember the name of it, but the last planet they were on, last episode, they mentioned it during the first episode, but I don't remember. I didn't catch it then. Like, I was watching, and I just either I didn't catch it or I just, you know, forgot entirely, and then I forgot it was even mentioned. But one thing, I I can kind of see Obi Wan slipping up a bit because I mean he's a little distracted with he's a bit on edge with the being surrounded by stormtroopers, and then a little frustrated, and then he says ends up slipping and saying Leia's name. I mean it's kind of I don't know. Part of it's like you think he'd be so on edge that he maybe would be overly or like over careful, or not over careful, but like hyper. I don't know, hyper vigilant. I can't think of the word, but overly cautious. About keeping the cover, but I mean he has been out of it for a while, so maybe that has something to do with it. But it was a smooth cover up, saying that it was his wife's or her mother's name. She just reminds her so much of it, and it's been rough. And yeah, I kind of figured Leia had caught on to like the way he said that, and the way he looked at her whenever he had said it, and questioned or asked him if she more so said like you knew my mother, sorry, and then I was wondering if he was her father. And then she's even saying that she wondered who, what he's like, and like, oh man, yeah. He had issues, and now he has a lot of issues. He's kind of involved in your kidnapping in a little bit. I mean, he didn't make the order. He had no idea. And he's not gonna know you exist until years later when he's fighting your brother, who you don't know about. But yeah, I'm wondering if she's obviously not going to find out that Darth Vader's her dad, because she didn't know it in the original sequel, the original series trilogy. There you go. That's the original trilogy. Wondering how much Obi-Wan's gonna confide in her, how much he'll reveal. I mean, he's already accidentally kind of revealed that he knew who she was. I don't know if she's put together whenever he mentioned in the last episode that you remind me of somebody. I don't know if she had put that together yet. If that was insinuated in that conversation they just had. So I didn't know Obi-Wan's. I don't know if they're if him having a brother is a known thing. It probably is. He thinking he has a brother, because I think he said I think I had a brother. I don't know if he's confirmed. He knows for sure. But I'm wondering if that's a major thing, like we see them in Rebels or something. I don't know. I'm wondering who that could have been. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not somebody that we ever see. It's just kind of more information on his life, on his past, that he doesn't really recall too much, considering they take them pretty young. I don't know if it's here as well, but I read that they take them effectively as an infant, before they're a year old. They end up taking them. So they don't have that tie, that kind of fear, I guess, of losing those parents, like how Anakin was, and the reasoning for why the council were he's too old. Much fear in him, I said. Much fear in him, I said. Sorry, that's bad. So it's cool. What was it? Tala. I don't know if I should know her. I'm sorry that I don't. If that's the case, I feel like I recognize the actress. I don't know what from. But so she had joined the Empire, but she had believed in what they had stood for before and realizing her mistake too late. So that's interesting. So we do have some people that kind of turn coat. I mean, I'm trying to think of what other moments we've seen that. I mean, I know that happened with Finn, but it's later, and that's a little different. She's not, a clone or brainwashed. I'm trying to think. I don't know the whole thing about stormtroopers. They're not clone troopers. They're not the same person. So I'm trying to. What's the whole thing behind clone? I'm so sorry that I'm pretty sure that's basic knowledge, and I just don't know that one for sure. They're just from birth bred to be cannon fodder. basically. Their army. They're just cloned randomly. But anyway, yeah, she's just one of the people that joined, that signed up for it. Now she's helping. It's really cool. I'm wondering if she teaches Leia, how to use a gun, how to like properly use a gun. I know Leia's a pretty good shot. Later on, kind of like the way they said, "Can you teach me to shoot a gun?" I'm wondering if she's the one that does. If that's the case, then she lives. She didn't go run into the Inquisitor, which I understand now why. But I don't know. They have to catch. So she has to maybe survive through the series to train Leia, if she's the one that even helps her. Now that she's kind of like outed, I feel like there's not really any turning back for her after that. Especially after Vader, pretty sure saw her. She's probably gonna have to go with Senator Organa, and maybe she teaches Leia there. I don't know. I know he probably did this in the last couple movies as well, in the Star Wars and the prequel trilogy. But I feel like he definitely sounds a lot more like leaning towards Alec Guinness now than he did before. It kind of has like a little bit more graveliness. I think that Alec Guinness kind of had in the first episode, the fourth episode, episode 4, whatever. I do hope Ned B gets through this. He seems really cool. I don't think give him like a voice box or something, or some way to speak. He definitely seems to have a personality, whether it's a little more subtle than Lola. But I don't know. It'd be cool to have him speak. But I don't know. Maybe it's better that he doesn't. Just kind of more of a personality that way. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to hear him, whatever kind of voice he would have, though. I feel like it'd be kind of a deep, or maybe just like a wise sounding voice. I don't know. That's just gonna be interesting. Dude, he was freaking like smashed that helmet of that guy. That was a big hammer, and he's a droid, and a loader droid at that. So he has to have some power behind his swing. And Obi Wan, like when they were about to go through the tunnel, Obi Wan just kind of looked like he had a heart attack. Like I was like, is he near, or like is he? At first I was thinking like he was having another trauma flashback, or seeing something like when he saw Anakin earlier, but something heavier. I don't know. And then when he was looking out the gate, I was like, he's not here, is he? And it turns out, yes, he was. That was Jesus Christ. That was tense. Like that was stressful as crap. Like before they even split up, and oh god, that the what's the word? The anticipation of them inevitably having meeting up. Oh my god! And then when he just kind of like after they'd seen each other initially. Well, first off, yeah, when they see each other initially, you just you see Obi-Wan kind of slow down and stop, and you see the corner of Vader, and then the saber just going out to the side. Like, oh god, that's terrifying. It's so cool. And then Obi-Wan decides to go a different route. He's kind of terrifying. He's out of practice, so he's like, oh, this is gonna not go well for me. And he kind of sensed the power probably coming off of him. I mean, he sensed him there. And he's been so closed out from. I don't know how open he is to the Force at the moment. Like he had trouble using it to catch Leia last episode, so I don't know. But when the moment where Vader just comes out of nowhere, attacking him from behind, and Obi-Wan just barely blocks the strike. Like Jesus, that was terrifying. I was sort of expecting it, but it still kind of got me a bit. I was like, oh God, Jesus, oh my God. And I remember seeing an interview that it wasn't really a spoiler. There was where Ewan was talking to, I forgot who it was, saying how seeing Hayden in the Vader suit for the first time, they were shooting, and there was real terror because it was just he saw Vader It's kind of like a childhood boogeyman kind of thing, because he had seen it, the original movies, and it was just like he didn't have to deal with seeing Vader in the prequel trilogy. So it's like the first time he really face to face with like a legitimate costume Vader menacing down on him, and then like coming, like just rushing at him, like that freaking terrifying. And the lighting that they had to have with it was add so much to that. It had to be like the easiest acting moment ever. But yeah, that was, I was kind of waiting for that. Like, it wasn't so much spoiler because I mean I knew that they were gonna meet up. They had to. You can't just have an Anakin and Obi Wan in the series and not have them clash. But yeah, even knowing it was coming somewhere, that was awesome. That really got me, like took me by surprise a bit. That line, "I am what you made me." Oh my god, yeah, kind of, but also no, you kind of put yourself in that situation. But still, like when he said, "What have you become?" and then he says that line, it's just like kind of that him in that suit. It was, while it's definitely gonna have like an effect on Obi Wan. Not technically true, considering he's the one that chose this path, and that's kind of what put him there in the first place. And he overestimated himself, and was fueled by rage and the power, and he just kind of hopped over Obi-Wan and left himself wide open, got his legs severed. So it was just his legs, or was his legs and arm? I'm trying to remember. I think he had one hand. I think he cut his legs and his arm. I can't remember now. And he said, "You should have killed me when you had the chance." Like, but he didn't want to, man. Like, he probably didn't like register, or didn't even care whenever like Obi-Wan was saying, "I loved you. You're my brother, Anakin." Like the heartbreak when he saw what was happening to him is like, he obviously doesn't. He hates that it's happening to you, but you've done terrible things, and you caused the death of many people and many Jedi, many kids. Like, dude. What do you expect him to do? And then you also made the first strike, so. But yeah, man, this episode was a lot. It's gonna take me a minute to edit it down, which sucks. But man, I know so much more I want to keep. It's really hard not to get blocked. But anyway, guys, I think that's it. Yeah, that scene with him dragging through the fire. Good lord. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna Jesus, sorry. I'm flabbergasted. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to stick around, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll get next week's episode out as quickly as possible. Hopefully this one won't be blocked. Fingers crossed. Didn't even cross them, so now it's gonna be blocked.